Hello. Okay, so this is my presentation about exoplanets. I am so sorry that this has been late. I had problems with my audio and my computer like wouldn't accept my mic and a whole bunch of other crazy weirdness. But here it is. So I'm going to be talking, basically, I'm going to cover the type of the planet, its orbital distance, how it was discovered, if it could possibly be inhabited, and anything else I might want to add. So let's start with this guy. He's pretty cool. So what we're talking about is this guy over here who orbits Fomalhaut. Anyways, I don't know how to say the name like properly. That's just how I think it's said. Anyways, so it has at least the mass of Neptune and is no more than 3 times the mass of Jupiter. So around that size. Its orbital distance is it's very elliptical orbit. It was discovered from some pictures that were taken from the Hubble Space Station, and those pictures were released in 2008, November actually, and yeah, kind of cool. We were just taking pictures out there, and the pictures were like, oh, sweet, took a picture of that, and then released it to the public. Kind of cool. Possibility of life, as far as we know, none, because there's a theory that it was discovered, well, not discovered, but was the result of a collision between two Kuiper belt objects. So, like, these two objects collided, and when the dust settled, all the particles would come together and made this guy. It's a theory. We're not sure if that's actually what happened. So because of that theory, we don't think that there's any life on there, just because of that theory. So anyways, moving on. Next is this guy. He is a very Earth-like planet. And he's a red dwarf star, so he's not actually a planet. He's a dwarf star, but it's very much like Earth. And I'll just tell you the differences here in a second. It doesn't orbit anything, but it is orbited by 3 sub-exoplanets. Kind of interesting. It was discovered by the HARPS group, and they used the Doppler method to discover this planet. Very interesting. So again, it's very Earth-like. The only difference, really, is that it's just warmer. That's really the only difference. There's a lot of similarities. So because of that, the possibility of there being Earth life, or just life in general, or that we could possibly live there, is pretty high. It's just really, really hot. That's really the only thing we would need to like worry about. And finally, this guy was pretty interesting. He is a super Earth, so he's kind of gigantic. It takes less than 18 hours to completely orbit, so that's really, a year is less than our day, which is kind of weird. It was discovered by Doppler shift, so we were detecting variations of radical velocities and a whole bunch of other really cool stuff. Sorry, I'm tired. I haven't been sleeping well. Anyways, yeah. And the possibility of life is also very high. It is within what we would call the habitable zone. So even though from this picture it looks like it's a giant ball of like lava, it could potentially be habitable at one point. So those are my 3 exoplanets. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry again that this is late. I had like a whole bunch of drama with the stuff, but thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.